This is practice set 12, and you are welcome to use the calculator here. I'm actually going to check mine on the calculator. But for those who had requested how to do this the long way, I'm going to do that too. Some of you had wanted to see the way without the calculator. So you can speed this video up, put it on double speed, or scroll through if you want. But I would use the calculator for the test for sure. All right, this says to find each sum or difference. You want to line up your decimal points on this one. And I know that we did not go over these in class, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you using this one what I would do. I fill in zeros just to keep everything lined up the way it should be. And so on this one, I'm thinking 41.813. Let's add it and see. 3612 plus 5.793. Yes, 41 and 813 thousandths. And just as practice, I know it doesn't say to do this, but I'm going to write the fractional form as well. So 813 thousandths. All right, number 2 is another sum where I will line up my decimal points. And this is addition. I will fill in zeros as placeholders and then add. Bring the decimal straight down. So I have 8.9 plus 2.14 plus 7.1 is 1814. That is 18 and 14 hundredths. I'm not going to reduce these to lowest terms. We're just practicing reading and writing them. All right, 3.6, 5.27, and 8.93, and we're adding those and fill in the placeholders. There's 10, 18, 17, I believe. This is an interesting one because I'll show you something here. 5.27 plus 8.93 is 17.8. Your calculator will drop off that extra zero. So 17 and 8 tenths would be that final answer. And if you wrote it without marking off the zero, it would be 1780 over 100. And there's the zero that we're marking off. So it all comes out to be even. All right, number 4 is a difference. I have 42.75 minus 26.36. And if the bottom number's bigger, you better borrow. So let's do one of those that goes to this one. And we get a 9. Then 6 minus 3 is 3. Borrow one of those, give to this one. That's 6 and 1. 42.75 minus 26.36 is 16.39, or 16 and 39 hundredths. 53.86 minus 16.47. Have to borrow. 9, 3. Don't borrow until you need to. 7 and 3. Then 53.86 minus 16.47 is 37.39, or 37 and 39 hundredths. 56.89 minus 48.91. Don't have to borrow there, but I do here to get this one. And then I have to borrow here to get this one. So 56.89 minus 48.91 equals 7 and 98 hundredths. So almost 8 on that one. Number 7, have 5 and 2 thousandths, and we're subtracting 4 and 3 tenths. And I would fill in the placeholders. 2 minus nothing is 2, 0, and then I have to borrow on this one. So I get a 7. The calculator will give you that liter 0. So 5.002 minus 4.3 is 0.702. This one has no whole number, so it's just 702 thousandths. 15.26, 13.29, and 38.96. And these are being added together. So there's 12 and 9, that's 21. 9 and 6 is 15. 17 and 6. I don't feel good about that one. Let me check it. I'm tired though. Makes me doubt myself. Okay, that's right. So 67 and 51 hundredths. 46 and 21 hundredths. 53 and 942 thousandths. So add a placeholder and then add your numbers. And check. 46.21, 53.942 is 100. So this is 100 and then 152 over 1,000. Find each product or quotient. So we're going to do 0.91 times 2.7. This is a product, so I'm going to ignore the decimals for the moment. 7 times 1, 7 times 9, 7 times 0. Move over under the 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 9, 2 times 0, plus 1, and then add those partial products. I've already used that one. So I'm going to add another one up here to get 2. And then place your decimals. So you have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's check. So we have 0.91 times 2.7 is 2.457, or 2 and 457 thousandths. 4.6 times 3.9, ignore the decimal for the moment. That's 54. 36 plus 5 is 41. Move over under the 3. You get 18, and 12 plus 1 is 13. Add, and then count your decimal places. There are 2 of them. So you need 2 scoops. And check. 4.6 times 3.9 is 17.94, or 17 94 hundredths. Okay, I'm going to put the bigger number on top. It doesn't matter. It just means that I'll have fewer layers if I do that. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, carry 1, 3 plus 1 is 4. Move over under the 7. 7 3s are 21, 7 2s are 14, plus 2 is 16, 35 plus 1 is 36, 7, 10. Move over under the 1. 1 times 3, 1 times 2, 1 times 5, and 1 times 1. And add your partial products. 11, 12, 13, 14, 13, 6, and 2. And then count your decimal places. There are 3 of them, so you need 3 scoops for right there. 15.23 times 17.3 is 263,479. So 263 479 thousandths. This one is a quotient. I have 12.6 and I'm dividing that by 2.1. We have to get the decimal out of the divisor. So I'm going to move it to the end. That's 1 scoop. And I'll move this one the same number of scoops and take it straight up. This is 1 and that's 1. And then I'm ready to divide. 21 can't go into 1 or 12. 21 into 126. So we need the multiples of 21. I'm going to guess 5. Maybe one more. Yes. So it is 6 times. And it comes out to be an even division. So the answer here, let me check it. Remember, you put your dividend in first. 12.6 divide 2.1 equals 6. And that is just a whole number. This one, I have 36.78 divided by 2.4. You must get rid of the decimal in the divisor. And it crosses one spot, so I'm going to do the same here. And then I'm ready to divide. 24 can't go into 3, but it goes into 36 one time. 1 times 24 is 24. That's 2 and 1. Bring the 7 down. I'm going to guess maybe 6 times. Let's try it and see. 4. That's too big. So let's back off to a 5. That's 120. So 5. That leaves 7. And then that 8 comes down. And 24 into 78. I'm going to do it on the calculator. 78 divided by 24. It's not even. It's going to be 3. So 3 times, that's 72. And I'm out of space, but I'm not out of numbers. So let me move this over. I don't want to just get rid of it because I still may need those numbers. Let's pull them right here. And then I think I'm going to need a little bit more room right here. So let me resize this one too while I'm doing it. All right. So I'm going to add a 0 to get this to come out evenly, or hope to. So this comes down, and there's 60. Well, I know that 24 times 3 is 72, so I'm going to back off one and use the 2, and that will give me 48. I'm going to try one more time, add one more 0, and look at what we get. 24 into 120 is 5, and it terminates. My goodness, aren't you glad we have a calculator? 36.78 divide 2.4 is 15.325, or 15 and 325 thousandths. That one's a beast. This one's not looking much better, is it? 58.5 10.4. I'm going to go ahead and do it just to know how bad it is. Not too bad. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is get rid of the decimal in the divisor, and I'll do the same number of spots, and then I'm ready to divide. 104 can't go into 5 or 58, but it's going to go into that big number 5 times. 5 fours are 20, and then 5 times 100 would be 500. So we have 65 remainder. So I'm going to add a 0 and bring it down. So 104 into 650. I won't cheat this time. I'll try the 6. And that's it. So we got 6. Sorry, that's the green one. 6 times 104 is 624. So let's subtract. 6 and 2. I will add another 0. Bring it down. And 104 into 260. I think it's twice. Yep. That's 208. Subtract 52. And then let's add one more 0. If this doesn't get it, I'm done. We'll just call it a mess and be done. But I think this will. 104 into 520. Let's try 5. Yep. There it is. So it goes 5 times with no remainder. And I've already checked this one because I cheated. So this is 5 and 625 thousandths. Use the calculator. Oh no, I'm going to use the calculator on these because I'm just tired. Number 16, we have 2.33 times 3.56 is 8.2948, or 8 and 2948 ten thousandths. 12.15 times a 19, that's a whole number, so that's 230.85, or 230 and 85 hundredths. 8.7 times 0.45 is 3.915, or 3 and 915 thousandths. This one, remember to put the dividend in first, so 0.16614 divided by 0.78 is 0.213, or 213 thousandths. 79.04 divided by 9.5 is 8.32, or 8 and 32 hundredths. And then this one, remember to put the dividend in first, 0.0527 divided by 0.85, and that is 0.062, or 62 thousandths. And let me see how many, there's just 3 more, so I won't stop the video. We'll go ahead and do these. Alicia paid $1.32 for a bag of pinto beans. The beans cost 55 cents per pound. So how much did the bag of beans weigh? Now, if you know what to do, go ahead and do it. But if you don't, you can set up a proportion that will help you solve this problem. We are comparing dollars to pounds. So we know that the beans cost 55 cents for 1 pound, and the whole bag cost $1.32. So we're going to find out the number of pounds that would be. So multiply where you can, and then divide by the number you haven't used yet. So 132 divided by 55 cents is 2.4, and that's pounds. There are 2.4 pounds of beans in the bag. Okay, number 23. Nina and 3 friends ate lunch at a cafe. They decided to split the bill evenly. That's yelling division at me. The total bill was $17.84. How much was each person's share? So all of those are telling me to divide. But if you didn't know to divide, use the proportion. On this one, we are comparing money to people. Okay, we know that 4 people, Nina and 3 friends, spent $17.84. I want to know what one person had to pay. So how many dollars goes with one person? So $17.84 divided by 4 is $4.46 per person, or each. Number 24. Postage stamps cost 37 cents each. How much does a book of 50 stamps cost? Again, you can, if you know what to do, go ahead and do it. If you don't know to multiply, this will help you do it. We are comparing dollars to stamps. and one stamp is 37 cents. 50 stamps would cost, you can tell how old this book is, 37 by 50 is 18.5. Divide by 1, it's still 18.5. So that would be $18.50 for 50 stamps.